guys, it's Emma, and today we're going to be working from the bedroom, the boudoir. Because of the pandemic, my boyfriend is working at home in the living room. Today I thought I'd talk about anxiety and ways to deal with it because we're kind of in a very bad time. So anxiety 101, how to deal. By the way, I am not a doctor. I've just had anxiety for 18 years and I've been in therapy for, since the 3rd grade. So I figured I'd share some of the things I've picked up from therapies and my own online research and stuff like that with you, since you know, it's a bad time. So I guess first of all, let's talk about what anxiety is. There's different anxiety disorders, such as generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorders, and phobic disorders, but there's also just plain anxiety, and the things I'm going to talk about today can help you deal with anxiety in a lot of different forms. Ways to deal. Medication. So this is a pretty obvious one, but I'd just like to point out that usually when you're taking medication, you should be doing other things with that too to help your anxiety, such as using other coping mechanisms, or else, you know, your medicine alone may not work as well as you might think. So yeah, medicine is more effective when using other mechanisms. Some examples of medications used for anxiety would be SSRIs, antidepressants, nerve pain medication, and sedatives. I think that SSRIs helped me a good amount. But at the same time, there were a lot of side effects with my SSRIs that I did not like, such as excessive weight gain, loss in sex drive, and constipation, and some others that are just not for me. Not something that I really like, but it did help with my anxiety a good amount. So yeah, medications, as I've said, can be very helpful as long as you're using other mechanisms with it. Another way to deal is controlled breathing. This is really helpful for me because my anxiety is usually very physical, as a lot of people's anxiety is. A lot of mental health issues display themselves physically, and for me, my anxiety displays itself physically big time. And controlled breathing for me helps with a lot of the physical aspects because it's kind of like rebooting your body in a way. So let's talk about what controlled breathing is. I'll just give you a little tutorial. We're going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously I'm not breathing in right now because I'm talking, but breathe in, count to 5, hold a little bit, breathe out, count to 5. So that's controlled breathing. It's a pretty easy little hack, and I feel that it helps me a decent amount. Another way to deal, she's got another one, folks. Meditation. So I've been seeing a lot of apps that help you meditate, and I haven't tried any yet, but I'm thinking of trying some of them, and I want to see how that goes for me. But I was taught through therapy. My psychiatrist actually taught me how to meditate, and originally we did it for my Tourette syndrome, but it ended up helping my anxiety a lot more than it ended up helping my Tourette's. So there are multiple ways to meditate, but the way that I learned, I will explain to you now. So basically, first step, close your eyes and then focus on the noises around you. And there may be multiple noises happening at the time. And basically you want to try to focus on all of the noises that are happening all at once and then slowly start narrowing them down to one noise. And once you've focused on that one noise, stick to that one noise. It could be the air conditioning, it could be a TV in the other room, but this kind of helps you to focus on one thing and not really what your anxieties are at the time. And that's the way that I learned to meditate. But I'm sure that these new apps that have come out like Calm and Headspace have other ways that you can try to meditate with them. And the last way that I'm going to talk about to deal with anxiety is grounding. Of course, these 4 ways are not the only ways to deal with anxiety, but I'm only going to talk about 4 today. Grounding is a coping strategy where you kind of ground yourself in the moment. So there's a few examples of this. Breathing tics. Or should I say not breathing tics? Oh my god. Ooh. One way to ground yourself is to really just feel where you are in the moment. To just put your hands down, feel what your hands are touching. If your feet are touching the ground, ground them in the floor and start to feel where they are. And really just be present with where you're at. Along with that, you can also put your hands underwater and just feel how it feels and really let yourself focus on that. For me, I don't do grounding a whole lot because sometimes when I do my grounding activities, it triggers my Tourette's because I'm focusing on my body so much that my motor tics really start to come out. I feel like running your hands or your body underwater is really helpful. So grounding is nice, grounding is cute, grounding is cool. Well folks, that's all I have for today. I hope these methods help you in reducing your anxiety, especially in this time of a pandemic. It's a very stressful and anxiety-inducing time, and I just hope that these little methods can help you a bit. Thanks, Twitches! Bye!